Well, the Garlandia lyric video has been out for a little while. Thank you, everybody, for watching that, or just putting it on in the background, just chilling. But I wanted to do a, story or tell you about like how that video was made or what it entails. So when we finished the Garlandia album, I'll just say when we finished it. When we finished the album, we immediately were like, okay, we need to make videos for this thing. We need to make music videos. And the plan was to make a video for every single song. And there's 9 songs on there. There's 8. The Love from Garlandia sing part, the love from, is 9. But it's 8 to me. To me, that starts the song I Know You Stranger. But anyway, so we had to come up with ideas for every song. And we got through I Know You Stranger. We got through I Know You Stranger, Sleepyhead, and See It For Yourself. So we did 3. Now, yeah, that's out of 9. That's not great. But, it's hard making a video, damn it. It's difficult. But anyway, so the 4th video was going to be Burnout. And I had the idea of, this is the idea. This is the vision. Is the 3 of us are sitting at my house, like on the couch, and we're just chilling. And then I'm like, let's get some Sollies, man. Like, let's go. And they're like, okay, let's get in the car, let's go. But then, as we're leaving, I'm like, wait, I got to make a few stops, and then I start walking, and then I see all different sights and sounds. And then you cut to Paul and Abe, like at Solly's eating pizza, like in slow motion or whatever. And they're like having a great time. And I'm just walking, It's not the greatest idea in the world for a video. It's not Thriller, but it's something. And then I would be walking so long that they would finish the meal and then leave. And then I would get there at nighttime and be like, damn, missed it, Yeah, not the greatest idea. But I was like, okay, that's the vision. That's what's happening. So at the time, I filmed this in April of 2024. So it was before the album came out. But, it was, we knew what the song sounded like at the time. So I was like, okay, I have a day off. I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to film every step from my house to like all over the place and then get to Solly's. And I was like, well, this is going to take a few weeks, I'm just going to do it. And then maybe in my head, I was thinking like, maybe I'll speed up the footage like really fast. I don't know. I'm not, I don't come up with very good ideas in that sense. So, I woke up and I got the camera and I put on an outfit and I just filmed myself walking from my house to the end of the street where the closest bus stop is. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to that bus stop. And then when I get to the bus stop, it'll cut to me being in Firewheel. And then I walk, and then I get on another bus stop, that kind of thing. So on this particular day, I got all the stuff ready, and I walked. And I did it from, I think, 9 to, I want to say 3 or 4. Every step. Now I'm wearing yellow Vans, and those are I'm trying to look cool shoes when I go out in public, because usually I'm just wearing work shoes or something. And so I would get in my car and park in a certain spot off camera, then change my shoes into the Vans, and then walk all the way there. Now, another thing is I am a huge fan of zoomed in video. I have this video camera here, and it does a pretty decent zoom, you know. There's just something about the look of a zoomed in camera, like a digital camera like this. When you zoom all the way in, it has like a red tint. Like something about it, there's like a reddish tint to it, and I think it's so beautiful. So I was like, okay, every shot that I do, or most of the shots, are gonna be the camera is over here, like way over here, like down the street, and then zoom in to where I'm gonna walk. And then so I would place the camera, then probably sometimes get in my car or just walk all the way down to where I would be and do that shot of me walking across, and then start the next, shot. So that, to get from my house to the bus stop in the start of this lyric video, took like all day to do. That was the whole day, just going down one street. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, this makes total sense. This is awesome. This is great. So I get to that bus stop at the end of the street, and then I'm like, okay, that's that for that day. I, for some reason, had the next day off too. I don't really remember why, because I'm pretty sure it was the next day. I had Emmy help me film the rest of it. I was like, well, this will cut down time of me walking back and forth, I guess. So I told her, all right, we're starting in Firewheel. This is where I stopped, And for a while, she was going along with it, like I'm filming every step along the way. And then at some point, she was just like, why are you doing this? Like, what is the point of filming every shot? You should just be walking in front of, the Firewheel fountain, the RC car place in Garland, the camera store, walk past a point of interest, not the entire journey. And it's like, duh. And I was like, oh yeah, huh, I didn't think of that, because I'm really not very smart, honestly. I'm not a smart person. So yeah, the second half of that video, like pretty early on, is me, it's like it becomes that where I'm walking past like a point of interest in Garland. And so we did that, and on the second day, the last thing we filmed before the camera died was walking past Hawaiian Falls, and that's towards the end of that video. And it was like, okay, now keep in mind, this is April of last year when I filmed this, like for Burnout. I keep getting the guys. Every time I see them, I'm like, hey, we should film you guys, your part for the video where, you guys are hanging out at Solly's. And they're like, yeah, totally. Yeah, we'll get around to that for sure. A year goes by, and we've made 3 music videos, all these things, and it never happens. So I'm like, well, I got to do something with this walking footage. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll think of something. And then I sat down to put the footage together. I was like, what does this even look like? And all the shots that I filmed that aren't just me setting up was like 3 hours. It was like 3 hours of footage. So I was like, well, and I was so adamant that I'm going to use all of it. Every single shot will be in the video. So I was like, what if I sped it up? And I would speed it up, and it would still be like 30 minutes long. And then it's not even interesting to watch because it's going like this, So I was like, okay, what do I do? And then I noticed when I did that, it was like, it's 30 minutes. And I was like, oh, that's about the length of the album. So put 1 and 1. Me, I'm gonna write out a whole thing to just answer 1 + 1 is 2, It takes me a while. And so I was like, okay, let's make this a lyric video. But I knew, okay, this thing needs an ending because the last shot is me walking past Firewheel. So I think in the video that still is. I don't remember filming like more, you know. So at the very least, like the week before I made the lyric video, I was like, I'm going to put on the outfit, you know, that I had on. But I couldn't find that shirt, you know, that I was wearing. It's like a dark flower stripe kind of shirt. And then after I filmed what I'm about to say, I found it in my car, and it's like, okay, but I just put on like, you know, another kind of white button-up shirt as I'm always wearing. I'm always wearing Tommy Bahama shirts. And just filmed it from across the parking lot, you know, just me walking into Solly's and being like, you know, walking in, and then I go like, huh? Oh, you caught me, the camera, you know. And sorry, there's a lot of mosquitoes out here. Hey, it's me from the future. I just wanted to take a second to talk about the nature videos that are in the middle of, you know, the thing. On my off days, I would just wake up and just zoom in on birds and leaves and flowers and stuff. And I like making those videos. I like making zoomed in little videos. It makes Garland look a lot prettier than it is sometimes. But yeah, I just wanted to interrupt because I forgot to mention those videos in the main thing. So, and yeah, it worked out, and I think it's very beautiful. I like watching it. You know, it's interesting. You know, Em and I are going to move to Denton in August. And I've always lived in Garland. There was a little time, no, that's a lie. There was a little time where I was living in Murphy, but that doesn't count. I've always lived in Garland. Because we're going to be in Denton for like 5 or 6 years while she's getting a PhD in math. So, but anyway, I just wanted to say what's up and tell you about how the lyric video was made. And I just wanted it to be like an ode to Garland. The whole album is an ode to Garland. Even though I kind of, you know, it's like I spent a lot of time in Richardson, but, you know, I know Garland quite well. That's all I'm going to say. So thank you, and I hope you like that lyric video, and just get ready for the next Bubby album, because it's going to be even better. It's going to be even better. Trust me. So thank you. I'll see you. Bye.